Hey, what's up, guys? It is Jordy, and I'm bringing you a 4-pick slip for League of Legends today. This is kind of new. I've been betting on League for a long time, but and I've been playing the game for a long time as well, so I kind of know how the game works and everything. I mean, I've gotten pretty high rank in the game before, but besides that, I kind of know what I'm looking for when it comes to esports stuff. Most of the time. I mean, sometimes you just get unlucky like any other sport, but there's a lot of consistency in it, and I do feel good about putting videos out for it. So that's what we're going to do. I've got 4 picks for you guys. I'm going to try to break this down. It's a little weird how I have to break it down because there's not something like Outlier that's super nice to just be able to look up the history of the plays and everything and the matchups and the head-to-head, so you kind of have to do the research yourself. So it takes a lot longer for me to do the research into these plays. So if you guys don't mind, it takes me a lot more work to do these videos, so if you would, please hit the like button and subscribe to the channel. It does help a lot, and it will help me do more of these videos as well. So here's what I got for you guys. I've got Owner. He's the jungler for T1. Basically, it just means that he's kind of ganking people and whatnot. If you know League of Legends, you know what I'm talking about. But he's the jungler for T1, and he's been playing a lot of carries lately. So if we take a look at like his past, and since this split has started, he's been playing nothing but like carries, it seems. So I like him to get over the 6 kill mark. He's got 2 games to do it. This is maps 1 through 3, or 1 through 2. So I feel good about him getting over 6 kills in 2 games. And even if he pushes that 6 line, I feel pretty good about that. Jaiwu is the bot laner for NS, who they are playing against. And I feel good about him going with his 5.5 line. He's been really dominant against them in the past. They've actually taken a series from T1 that I'll show you. And he's looked really, really good against them in the past and against Gumayushi and all that stuff. So I feel good about Jaiwu over 5.5. I'm going with Cuz for KT against Bro. Maps 1 and 2, I'm taking his kills over as well. He's also the jungler. Taking his kills over 5.5. I feel really good about this line because he's also playing carries a lot, so I feel good about him getting over this 5.5. They haven't really matched up this year or with their new rosters or anything, so it's going to be a little hit or miss. Bro's been playing really good, so is NS, so it's a little weird with these matchups. We don't really know how they're going to go. This is the first time that they're matching up with their new rosters and everything set up, so it's going to be really fun to watch. And then I'm taking Closer for Bro. He's the mid laner for Bro. I'm taking him over 5.5 kills. So I kind of like this to be a scuffle between these 2 teams who are off to pretty hot starts. So yeah, that's going to be the 4 plays. I'm going to try to break this down. It's going to be a little weird, like I said, because I'm using eScore News. Shout out to them to kind of show you guys the juice here. So here is the last matchup between T1 and Nosham Red Force, who they're playing. They had somewhat of a similar roster, not really, but Jaiwu has been the 80 carry for them for a while now, and the last time they matched up, Jaiwu went for 6 kills in the first game, and we're getting his kills at 5.5. Gumayushi was playing Yasuo, so he's kind of just feeding that game, but he did get 6 kills in that game, so obviously nothing for T1 has changed, so I do like him to repeat that and go for hopefully 6 kills just between 2 games. The second game, he went for 10 kills. As you see right here, he had 10 kills on Ezreal, and he did really well. So if he can just replicate any of that success, obviously that would be great. T1 did horrible in this, so with that being said, Owner played 2 carries, and he had 0 kills in both games. So hopefully he doesn't do the same thing. I don't think he will. Let's take a look at Owner really quick, since we are taking him over 6 kills. Recently, he's been doing really well. So in this first game against KT recently, that was actually yesterday, he had 6 kills in that first game on a tank, Skarner. So the dude can put out a lot of kills. Thank God Rel isn't a jungler anymore, so we don't have to worry about like some of these tanks who just have no potential of getting kills at all. Obviously it sucks when they play like Sejuani and stuff like that, but there's still chances for him to sneak in like 2 or 3 kills on characters like that, but on tanks, he's actually really effective still. Obviously, Poppy is like the worst case scenario right now. I pray to God he doesn't lock in a tank like that. That is the risk with a lot of these plays, is if these guys lock in like a tank, they're not going to be really trying to kill people in game, of course. So yeah, hopefully he doesn't lock in a tank. But if he does play a carry like Lee Sin or Xin Zhao or, you know, Zyra, anything like that. Even Gragas would be great, but he's got a nasty Lee Sin. I would love to see a Lee Sin. I'd love to see Zyra. Zyra's really easy for him to just get a bunch of like stolen kills on, where her plants are just like eating people alive and stuff. So there's a lot of potential in this play. I think it looks good enough. In these recent games, he's been absolutely popping off. 8 kills against DRX, 5 kills in game 2, 4 kills in game 2 against DK, only 1 kill in game 1. They had a slow start, but you see what I'm saying. The writing's kind of on the wall for him to have hopefully a big game. Hopefully we can just get one big game out of him, like 5 kills, and then we're just not really sweating the second game. That's always the best case scenario. So I'm liking Owner for over 6 kills. I'm liking, who was I breaking down before that? I think it was Jaiwu. Yeah, I'm liking Jaiwu for over 5.5 kills a lot too, because he went over that in just one game against them last time. So hopefully T1 just doesn't lay down and die like they did in the last series, because you can see here 5-20, 10-23, and Owner had nothing to do with that. So hopefully, I was looking at Gumayushi, but his lines are so weird, and he's just so hit or miss. He burns me a lot, because he'll have a really good game where he goes for like 13 kills, and then he'll have a game where he just goose eggs you. So a little bit of hit or miss with him, trying to avoid him in this lineup. Let's talk about Closer. So Closer has been kind of doing the same thing. He's a very consistent piece on the team. He gets over these kills a lot. 5.5 is super duper low. They are playing against KT, who are a pretty good team, but Bro has actually been pulling out some pretty impressive wins. Like I said, NS, who T1 is playing against, are off to a really hot start, and they actually beat Bro in 2 games, and they just kind of swamped them. But in those 2 games, they Closer still went for 9 kills and 3 kills, so he cashed that no problem. He had 12 kills in 2 games. I mean, he cashed it in the first game alone against Genji. They just played Genji. 7 kills game 1, 2 kills game 2. He's been crushing this against really tough teams. So obviously against DRX right here, 4 kills game 1, 0 kills game 2, but then he corrected it with 5 in game 3. Obviously we're not going to get the luxury of having that third game, so we need it in 2. He missed it here by 2. So there's risk, obviously, but you know, he played Bro on December 8th, and he went for 7 kills in game 1, who they're playing right now. Or sorry, that's wrong. He's on Bro. I'm confusing myself here. But he went for, against DK, he went for 7 kills. So there's just enough of a history. Like, I think 4 out of his last 5, he's gone over this in matchups. So I feel good about Closer in this. And then for Cuz, let's take a look at Cuz. So we just got a LOL here, and then here we go. So Cuz, like I said, he's been playing a lot of carries lately. So you can see here, he's only got 1 Sejuani game, which is a tank. If you don't know what I'm talking, I know it probably sounds like I'm speaking Latin if you guys are from the NBA videos. But just know that this looks pretty solid, because he's got, you know, games on Vi, and he's just playing a lot of carries. He had 9 kills against T1 in that second game on Wukong. He can pop off. He had 7 kills against in game 1 against BFX on Zyra. Obviously, they're not the best team. But yeah, against HLE, he went for 3 kills game 1, had a goose egg of a game. It's HLE, so that's expected. But this is a little bit easier of a matchup for him tonight. So I expect him, I think these games are going to get a little crazy. I was trying to find a game where they played Bro recently, and there's just nothing with the recent squad that Bro has put together. So here's the only game right here. Is this a series? Did I just find one? Yeah, see, I don't even know. Like, none of these people are on Bro anymore. So it's going to be a little bit different tonight. Obviously, we're kind of looking, like I said, there's some new matchups, so nothing too cemented. But that's the 4 I've got for you guys. There's really not much more detail I can go into, other than you just kind of go with your gut on some of these. And oh yeah, there is daily grind odds. So Cuz is a -122 both ways. Let me pull up some of these. Some of these they don't have, but some of these they do. Owner is super favored to go over his kills in this. This is a -143 for him to go over 6 kills. So this is a fantastic play. A 54% chance. This is heavy yellowed here on daily grind. Daily grind is got some really good input sometimes with League of Legends plays, but sometimes you know what you're doing and you look at a play that they have juice and you're like, that's not hitting. And you can kind of see the smoke and mirrors, but I do agree with them on this. I think Owner's got a very good shot of going over. Let's take a look here. So they don't have a line for Jaiwu, at least they did, and I can look them up again. Yeah, nothing for Jaiwu. And then who is the last person? Closer. So let's take a look at Closer. They have him. So yeah, he's minus 122 both ways as well. So I feel good about it. I think there's a big chance of this hitting tonight. Honestly, I put 10 bucks on it, power playing it for $100, just trying to get some money before tomorrow for the NFL slate, so I can put some more slips together and maybe just throw this 100 bucks if I win on a 2-man. If I do that, I'm going to share that with you guys, and I'm just going to try to pick out the 2 best possible plays that I have from all the videos and stuff today. We'll look at Russo's picks. I'm going to look at everything, and if I hit, I'm throwing this 100 on that 2-man, and I will share it with you guys. So that's going to cover it all for me. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. I know this is a little unorthodox and weird, but I feel good about it. I mean, there's some value in League of Legends. I cash a lot. Honestly, last season I probably made more on League of Legends than I did like the MLB and stuff like that when there was no NBA and NFL, and that's real. So that's going to cover it all for me. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. I will catch you in the next one. God bless you. Good luck.